planting community has grown so much over the years, and along with that growth have come a lot of new products. Some have stayed, some have gone. Rooftop tents are among those things that have come and they have gone. They've changed in style and design. How do you know which tent is right for you? Well, welcome to DB Overland, and welcome to another Overland Garage video. And in this video, we're going to talk about that rooftop tent right there. Yep. I've had that one for 3 years, and I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion about this tent, the good and the ugly. So let's say you're in the market for a rooftop tent, like I was back in 2019, I believe is when I first got my first rooftop tent. Man, I've wanted one for so long. I've wanted one. Well, my biggest factor in purchasing my very first tent was cost. Yep, it was cost. They're expensive, my gosh. And the prices of tents have gotten better throughout the years from when, compared to when they were first kind of introduced into the US. And now there's a whole bunch of American-made tents. There's a whole bunch of tents that are still imported. Well, I could tell you, you get what you pay for when you get a tent. You really do. So we'll jump back and we'll start from the very beginning of the tents that I've gone through. First one I bought, surprise, surprise, no surprise, Smittybilt tent. A Gen 1 is what I bought. And oh, here's a fun little fact. Did you know Smittybilt is from Australia? I did not know that. I had an Aussie-made tent. So that wasn't a bad tent. Wasn't bad at all. Then I bought myself a Gen 2 Smittybilt. And I still had the first one. And that's where I decided that, you know, the kids can have their own tent and mom and dad can have their own tent. So I was rocking the Smittybilts for a while. Well, then I wanted to step up into something a little bit nicer. You know, cost does play quite a bit with quality, and so I wanted to get myself one that had the annex room that dropped down the ladder. So I got myself a Roam tent, rooftop tent, and that was a pretty nice tent. I loved that tent. I ended up selling it to a good friend of mine, and now he's rocking that tent. And before I got rid of the Roam tent, I got this wood-built tent. Yep, woods-built, wedge-style tent. Now, there's really one big reason why I decided to go to this style of tent. One very big reason. And that is because, and that reason is, excuse me, that reason, I'm tired of climbing on top of the tent to put it away. That's just plain and, that's just what it is. It's just straight up what it is. With the Smittybilt tents and the Roam tent, they were your traditional fold out, and you would have to put when you went to put them away, you'd have to fold them back, tuck everything in around the sides, and then you would have to put the travel cover over it. It just got so annoying having to climb up on top of the tent. And when you do, if you're a cold weather camper like I am, it really, really, really sucks when the cover's wet, it's snowing, you're cold, your fingers are freezing, you're trying to get the damn cover to go over the tent, and you're trying to do the Velcro or the zipper around the outside. It sucks. It just straight up sucks. So my last cold winter trip with my Rome tent, that sealed the deal for me. I was like, nope, I want something that I can grab, break down quickly, tuck in the sides, and off I go. And so another reason why I decided to go to this style tent is because of speed. Yep, speed. Now, for me, I'm on the move a lot when I am adventuring, you know, capturing the moment for you guys. So I need to not have to worry about camp, and I would much rather worry about capturing the moment. So I needed a tent that was only going to take me a couple of minutes to put away, so then I could capture everything else. And so that was those two reasons are the very, very big factor of why I decided to eventually go to a wedge tent. Now, there's a bazillion types of wedge tents out there. Why did I pick this one in particular? Wasn't because of weight. Wasn't because of size. Wasn't because of style. There was one thing in particular. The cost was good. It was on sale when I got it. But there was one real big major thing. So let me grab my other camera and let's take a hike up into the tent, and I will share with you guys what my honest opinion is of the Woods built wedge style tent is. So this tent is pretty much like your standard wedge style tent. It is constructed out of aluminum. It does have load bars, which is really, really awesome. And I have used those already. I went up to Lake Adelaide and I had the canoe up on the load bars, and it worked perfect. You've got a door on both sides. You've got gas struts to help open up the tent. Then you've got this little area, this little overhang. You've got another door right there. Pretty basic. You've got a nice elastic strap for going around the tent when you go to close it. It could be a little bit more than that. It's lost its elasticity, it's stretchiness. I can't say the word right now. You've got a grab handle. You've got your grab handle for when you go to close it. So pretty basic for a wedge style tent. This tent, I believe, it's a little bit on the heavy side. It comes in at about 210 pounds. So it is not the lightest tent out there. I believe there's several companies that do make a lighter tent than this one. Weight didn't really bother me a whole lot. So I wasn't too concerned about that. What really kind of sold me was, so you've got plenty of attachments, or or these T-slots for attaching things. This is for another ladder. I can move my ladder to this side. I don't have to come in from the back. Let's see here, on this side I had my awning mounted on. I changed my awning mounts to be on the canopy instead of on the tent, and I had the awning mounted on the side. I don't currently have it right now, but when I went to California, I had my light bar mounted. It slid in right here, and one mount was right here, and then the other one was on the other side. I had my light bar mounted to that, which was really convenient. The roof is coated with a bed liner, and it's not bad. It's staying fairly durable. The only downside is with that bed liner, it adds a little bit additional weight to the top of the roof. I think it could have been, they could have just not put the bed liner up there, and it would have made the roof a little bit lighter. Let's see here. Oh, so that's kind of one con that I kind of have. The other one is these latches. The style of these latches. Now, what I have to do is when I go to close the tent, I have to bring the tent down, and then this clips into a bar. Now, when I go to close this, I'll show you guys what I mean. As far as how this latches in, I don't like these at all, because I'll explain here in a minute one of the reasons why, but it needs to have some type of hook and then cam down and close is what it needs. So as far as the exterior wise goes of the tent, the bed liner on the top and the latches to hold the tent close are my two things that I think that they could have improved upon. Now, let's climb on up. The ladder is a nice, good telescoping ladder. Open up my screen here. Ta-da! Now this, the views up here is just amazing. So, one of the things that is an absolute must for me is my tent has to hold my bedding. That is an absolute must. When I'm traveling, I don't have the space to store all of my bedding in the vehicle. I don't. Oh, there, let me climb all the way up here, guys. Whew. All right. There we go. Much better. So, yeah, when I have a tent, one of the mandatory things that it has to be able to do is it has to be able to store my bedding. It has to. I've got currently, or actually at all times, I've got 4 pillows, 2 for me, 2 for the missus, and I've got 2 down comforters up here. 2 of them. They live in this tent permanently year-round. So that, keep in mind when you go to get a rooftop tent, if you like to haul bedding around inside the vehicle, then it may not matter. But I don't want to waste a whole bunch of space with bedding inside the vehicle where it's already critical for storage space. Ugh. And you're limited, right? Yeah, you're limited on space. So that's another reason why I particularly like this tent, is because it has the proper thickness for being able to haul my bedding. Another nice feature about this tent, you've got some storage down by your feet. Now normally when I go to put the bed away, or when we go to sleep in here, I move the pillows down to where I'm sitting. We always have our feet down here. But I found out that it's a lot easier if you if I put the pillows down here, when it goes to close, it compresses that a whole lot better. We've got some storage up on the ceiling. We've got this nice fabric on the ceiling, keeps the moisture down, any condensation. Also, the tent is set up for an interior wall to drop down for insulation. I can get an insulated wall for winter camping, so that is very nice. There's a zipper right here that goes all the way around. Yeah, so that is super nice. And so back to my number one reason why I purchased this tent is right here. That guy. So this tent is equipped with its own power supply system. So right now, 14.1 volts, the solar panel on the roof is producing. So that's one of the reasons why I like this tent so much, is it comes with, I believe, it is a 20 amp hour lithium ion battery. Oh, let's see if I can't open this. It's kind of stuck. So this is the battery that you get. I apologize, it is not a 20, it's a 10 amp hour battery, lithium, which is awesome. And what this system does is it provides lights up on the ceiling. There's an LED light strip that's built in. And then also on the back side of the controller, there is ports for charging your battery. That's awesome. Being able to charge your battery up in the tent is really, really, really cool. Now, that is one of the main reasons why I purchased this tent, was because it has its own built-in power system. You don't have to run it from the truck or anything like that. It's built in, which is awesome. So even with having a really nice battery system for the tent, that's not one of the real, like, super important things. A good mattress is. So this tent is equipped with a 3-inch thick memory foam mattress, and oh my gosh, I tell you what, this mattress is the best mattress I have ever slept on in a tent. It's pretty nice, guys. This this screen is attacking me. I'm gonna have to zip it up. It keeps on whipping into my face and stuff. Oh. There we go. Much better. So yeah, the mattress is, oh, mwah. It's pretty daggone good. I love the mattress. I sleep amazing up here. So let's now talk about the cons, because there is a few inside here that can be improved on, and I think I'm going to try to improve on it. One is the light. So at first the light was just fine, but what I noticed is it got hot. You can actually kind of see how it's deformed right there, and it got hot, and this is the plastic piece that's supposed to go over it. And what it does, see, it clips on, it clips in here, and then it's held in place. Well, it won't, this piece won't stay up here anymore because this is so deformed. So not a big deal. What I think I'm going to do, my switch is right here for the light. Ta-da! And I do have, I can set it brighter and dimmer. See, I turned it down a little bit, can't really tell, but I can turn it down a little bit. But what I'm thinking about doing is, I'm thinking about running the LED strip along here, because then it's a nice bare metal that I can stick to, and I can get a little bit more light right there. I think that'll work out perfect, to be honest. Another con for this tent, and it may kind of seem a little funky, is the location of the battery. I mean, come on guys, it's kind of like at your hip, and honestly, like, you put it in there and you see that it almost sticks up about 1 inch above the mattress, and it's like, move this down there, put it down by your feet. Yes, I know your feet could potentially kick the cord or whatnot, but move this down. It doesn't need to be here. And honestly though, I may be complaining about it, but honestly, the only time that I really notice this battery, I'm surprised I can even get it in this bag one-handed. Haha, look at me go. I'm so skilled right now. But yet I couldn't even open it one-handed. Sorry for the sidetrack, guys. So the main reason, or the only time that I ever notice this battery is when I get in and out of the tent. Surprisingly, I don't notice the battery when I'm sleeping, but when I'm getting in and out of the tent, sometimes I hit that with my knee, and that does not feel good at all. No, it does not. But just those two things are the only thing that I'd have to say negative about. Oh, and one other thing. Remember how I told you they put the bed liner up on the roof? And I get it, it's kind of a durability thing. Well, it attracts, it absorbs a lot of heat. So you can't lay up here for too long. I mean, you can, if you have the windows open, it's not too bad, but if it's super sunny out and you're up here, you'll get roasted. It gets hot. But I found with if you leave the tent open or the windows open, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. I've climbed up here in the middle of the day and took a nap, and I didn't feel overheated. Would I purchase another one of these tents? Do I feel like the quality of the materials and the quality of the build is good? Is the mattress good? How is it holding up after 3 years of pretty much once a month or more of use? Would I buy it again? Absolutely. The quality of the tent and the build is really good, actually. Really good. They used all stainless steel hardware. There's only a few little things that I noticed that aren't stainless steel that are slowly starting to rust. That's mainly because they've got a chrome or zinc coating on them. The quality of the material is great. This lives on my vehicle year-round. I take it to the car wash, it gets blasted at the car wash. I take it out mudding, it gets exposed. I don't ever take it off of my vehicles. And I say that because I keep on bouncing between the Tacoma and Bandit with this tent. But it's going to be living on Bandit, I think, permanently now for quite some time. How is the mattress? After 3 years of sleeping on it, and I'm not the lightest person. I've got, you know, the total dad bod going on. The mattress still feels as good as the day that I bought it. And that is I feel like that's one of the most important things with a rooftop tent, is the quality of the mattress. Because that was one of the downsides with the Smittybilts, and like I was telling you, you get what you pay for. Well, the construction of the tent, of the Smittybilts, the fabric and the hinges and all that stuff is fantastic. Like, the money that you pay for on those Smittybilts is in the tent itself and the construction. The only thing, or the problem lies with those Smittybilts, and this is just from my experience, and I still have one of those tents. My very first one I did sell to a good friend. It's the mattress. The mattress is like an inch and a half thick, and after about 1 year's worth of camping in that tent, and the mattress flattens out. Another thing that I noticed on the Gen 1 tent, and I think the Gen 2 is starting to do it as well, is the construction of the base that you sleep on, the base of the tent. It's kind of cheesy, so the floors start to actually kind of buckle and distort from just your weight of walking on your knees or laying and stuff like that. So that's why I stepped up to the Roam. The Roam tent, no problem whatsoever. Great construction, and the mattress was really good, but the mattress wasn't as good as this one. But it was still really good. So the The woods built tents. Honestly, I would give them a 4 out of 5 for sure. And the only reason why they didn't get a 5 is because of the little things that I was referring to you about. Otherwise, it's a fantastic tent and the quality is great. Now, I'm not sponsored by them. I would love to be sponsored by them because I would love to put a couple more of these tents on on a few other vehicles. But I honestly think that it is a good quality tent. I know that they're a smaller company. They're built here in the United States, and I love the tent, guys. I really do. I would highly recommend for you guys to buy one if you're in the market for this style tent. I'll leave a link in the description to their website. And I talked to the owner personally. There was a little bit of an issue in shipping, and it wasn't his fault. It was the battery and who he got the battery from. But when I last talked to him, they said that they actually got an upgraded battery that's a lot better. So I don't think that those issues are there anymore. And also, let's face it, my mail service in Wyoming sucks. Those guys see a little package like this and they just go, whoop. Yeah, sucks. The amount of stuff that I get broken all the time is ridiculous. So yeah, that was the only issue that I really had. But fantastic tent, fantastic company. I do recommend it. Well, thanks guys for checking out my cool tent. Well, until next time, we'll see you guys out on the trail. Don't forget to subscribe. I try to come up with lots of fun and different reviews for the Overland Garage series, so you don't want to miss that. So make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one.